Hi everyone, welcome to your practice. I'm Raquel, and today we're going to have a very short, yummy practice on the floor. So we're going to be lying down on the floor the whole time, doing very simple, coordinated breath movement, coordinated movements to unwind and unravel the spine. So very yummy stuff. Today we're going to need just one strap. If you don't have a strap, you can grab a towel or something, or a belt or anything like that. So we're going to start lying down on our backs, and we're going to stay lying down on our backs. So knees bent, soles of feet on the floor. And then let's have the heels out and the toes in, and allow the insides of your knees to touch. So your feet are almost as wide as your mat. And then notice right away if the shoulder blades are going out to the sides. You can even maybe press the elbows down and curl those shoulder blades in so they feel nice and flat on the floor, and arms alongside the body, and close your eyes. We're going to start with our necks. So take a breath here through center. And as you exhale, turn your head all the way to the right. So kind of massaging the back of the skull. And then inhale, center. Turn your head the other way. Inhale, center. One more time on the right. And then center. One more time on the left. Good, and then bring the head to the center. Let's do the same movement with our knees. You're going to keep the insides of your knees in contact with each other the whole time. Not the knees, the legs. This is called crazy legs. So allow the inside of the right knee to track the inside of the left shin until it stops. And the moment you notice the knees wanting to come apart, that's when you stop. And then inhale the legs to center. And now the inside of the left tracks down the inside of the right shin. And then as you do this, notice everything comes to center. The pelvis, the back of the sacrum is on the floor. And then when the legs fall to the left, you have more weight on the left side of your pelvis. So slowly kind of moving the pelvic bone side to side, bringing some mobility into that lower back that tends to be stiff. Let's do one more time, the legs falling to the left. And inhale, center. And the legs falling to the right. And then all the way back to center. Now we're going to do only our arms. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. And now allow your arms to fall to the right. And then the left shoulder blade comes off the floor. And then up. Let's allow the arms to fall to the left. The opposite happens. One more time, just the arms. It might feel a little bit weird doing this. We're trying to mobilize now the very middle of your spine, your thoracic spine. And then arms to the left. Good, now let's put all of this three together. Keep holding the elbows. You inhale first. And as you exhale, the legs fall to the right as your arms fall to the left. Inhale, center, and then legs to the left, arms to the right. But can your head start to go the same direction as your knees? Inhale, everything center, and we twist. Head and knees to the right, arms to the left. Inhale, center, and you twist. So notice if you're doing this too fast. We're going to do this very slowly. Inhale, center, head and knees to the right. And last one, center, head, knees to left. Inhale all the way back to center. and you release the arms alongside the body. Walk your heels so your heels are very close to the pelvis, and for some of you the middle finger might brush against your heels, and then hands down. We're going to come up into bridge pose, really undulating the spine and starting the movement from the bottom up, meaning the pelvis, and then from thoracic down. You see. So go ahead and press the feet down. Curl your pelvis in, so you're doing a posterior tilt of your pelvis. And then you bring the pelvis up, trying to undulate the whole of the spine. And then maybe when you get up to here, you shimmy the shoulders in, so you're resting on the shoulder blades. And then you take a breath here. And now from the top of the spine, you start to uncurl all the way down, all the way down. And then lower back rounds. And then the last thing is the sacrum touching the floor. Now, inhale. As you exhale, press the feet down, curl the pelvis all the way up. So today we're not hugging it, we're not containing, we're just allowing everything to open up. And then when you exhale, you curl down through the spine. Try to have each segment touch the floor. And then the sacrum is the last thing. And then bring the pelvis back to neutral. Neutral being the lower back being off the floor and the sacrum imprinted heavy on the floor. Let's do one more round. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis in, the lower back touches the floor, you hug the navel, and you bring yourself up into your bridge pose. Again, you can shimmy the shoulders. And then just let the ribs open up. So there's minimal effort on your legs here, just enough to keep you up. And then you let it all roll in. And the last thing is the pelvis coming down. Good. From here, bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Don't use your hands, just bring the left knee in towards your chest. Notice that you're flexing both of your feet. If it's hard for you to keep this movement, this action here of thread the needle legs without your arms, you can definitely hold the back of the left thigh. It's more passive. So either holding the back of the leg or not, your choice. And then by just a smidge, allow your legs to fall to the left, and then center, and left, and center. Do one more to the left, and center. Good, keep the legs in the air, you release, and we change the other leg. Inhale the legs to the right, and then back to center. Inhale right, and center. And last one, and center. Now we're going to keep the shape of our legs. As you allow the legs to fall all the way to the right until the sole of the left foot touches the floor. With the right hand, you can hold the ankle, but if the hand is too far away from the ankle, you don't have to hold it, just let the hand be there. But do keep the sole of the left foot, which is the foot that you can see on the floor. The following is a very small movement. Look to your top knee. As you inhale, reach that knee away from you, away from your chest. And then as you exhale, hug the knee in towards you. On the breath, inhale the knee out. Exhale, hug it in. Getting a little bit more outer hip, some lower back muscles. And then down. And I'm going to give you a choice. You can either with your right hand hold the outside of the knee and bring that knee down towards you. See how that feels. Or you might enjoy having the hand right there, and then you push the knee up against your hand. So this second round is more active. When you just push the knee down, it's just more passive. The intended benefit is for you to feel middle of the left buttock, all the outside of the left thigh. And now that you're here, can you keep this as you turn your head all the way to the left? Inhale the head to center, all the way to the right. And inhale center, and then to the left. And bring your heads to center. Release that hand. In any way you want, just get out of that pose. Slowly. As you align yourself back to the starting position. Now the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then bring the left knee in. Spread the toes. And now slowly allow the pelvis to fall all the way to the left. Okay. So either the left hand holds that heel. If it doesn't touch, it doesn't touch. And then when you inhale, the right knee comes forward. As you exhale, the knee comes towards you. Inhale out. So no rush with any of this. And hug it in. Some of you might even feel like on the front of the hip. It's all good. One more out. And then in. Now choose your variation. Either the left hand on the outside of the knee, pressing the knee a little bit down, so a little bit deeper into this. Or the hand is there and you are pressing the knee towards the hand. I like pressing the knee. I get more out of it. One more breath. And then you release the leg, uncross the legs, and bring it back to center. Good. Grab your strap. And let's have your left leg up towards the ceiling. So place the strap around the ball of the foot. And we're all going to look different in these shapes. Some of you more here. Some of us more up here. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are is fine. And then walk the hands all the way up on the strap until your elbows are straight. So in this position, if you're noticing that the left side of the lower back is kind of squishing towards the floor, I would encourage you to release the top leg away from you until you feel that the lower backs, both sides, are evenly off the floor. And it's your sacrum, that big bone just above where the glutes divide, it's the sacrum that is on the floor. So nothing here is gonna, there won't be any movement, but let's engage in the following action. Reach the top heel up towards the ceiling. That on itself, it's plenty. And at the same time, without moving your hands, try to reach the top heel away from your head. So you might get more into the back of the knee, the calf, in addition to that hamstring. Some of you might feel all calf and no hamstring. It's all good. So now guys, from here, hold both ends of the strap with your right hand. And then the foot that is on the floor, press that foot down, elevate the hips a little bit and shift the hips to the left. Shift the hips to the left. And then keeping the legs the shape that they are, let's allow the legs to fall all the way to the right. I really like this pose. And now with the right hand, walk the right hand towards the foot that is looped. And then the other hand on your ribs. Even before we do this, the leg that is on the floor, the knee that is bent, see if you can walk that knee back behind you. And then maybe the left hand catches the foot, maybe doesn't. If you're fishing for the foot, just don't worry. You can start with the hand on your ribs, take a breath. And then as you exhale, the hands gently guide the ribs to rotate up towards the ceiling. And very common in this pose is the left hip wanting to hike up towards the head. So you can lengthen the left hip away from your head. And then if the hand easily curls, can find the toes, you can find the toes. And then maybe have the right shoulder blade move towards your right hand, the left shoulder blade down towards the floor. This is a big twist. It's a hip opener. So the outer left hip continues to move away from your head, and the whole of your spine wants to twist up towards the ceiling and then to the left. Another variation for your left arm is just opening the left arm out to the left. And 2 more breaths here. Give that outer left hip a little bit more of a juice, lengthening it away from the waist. And then slowly, you undo the twist. That straight leg is going to be a little bit tired, so you can bend that knee, unloop, and then come back to center. And then just here in bridge pose, notice the difference between right and left sides. And now let's do our left side. So now it's the right foot that goes up. Hold it up. Make sure you keep that nice curve in your lower back. The lower back is not touching the floor. Action number 1, the top heel goes up towards the ceiling. Action number 2, reach that heel forward, away from the toes. Let's hold both ends of the strap with the left hand. The foot that is on the floor presses down. You elevate the hips a little bit to the right and then down. And keeping the shape of the legs the way they are, keeping the top leg super straight, you roll over until that foot touches the floor. And then the left hand walks all the way towards the left foot. And then the foot that is on the floor, the bottom leg, try to scooch back towards the back of your mat. And then, it's different on this side, right? So one side is going to be different than the other. Top hand, which is the right hand on the ribs. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, revolve towards the ceiling and then to the right. And then maybe if you have that top hand free, you can even hook the thumb on the crease of the thigh and lengthen that thigh away from the right side of the waist. The straight leg is active. You're still pushing through the ball of that foot. Your right heel is on the floor. And then maybe you turn your head all the way to the right. One more breath. And then all the way back to center. Slowly bend that top knee. Release the strap. And bring yourself back up the same way we started in our bridge pose. This time, let's finish with one bridge. Inhale. As you exhale, press the feet down. Bring the hips up. Interlace the fingers under you. Shimmy the shoulders. Press the hands down, inner wrists down, lift. And now see if with your breath, you can bring your chest towards your face. So everything open up. Feet are pressing down, digging into your mat. Your knees are moving forward. One more. And then roll yourself one vertebrae at a time like we did. And once the pelvis touches the floor, you adjust the pelvis so it's the sacrum that is touching down. Palms up, close your eyes. And from the sacrum all the way up to the crown of the head, feel the spine on the floor. And hug the knees in towards your chest. Roll over to your right side. And you press the hands down. Come up to seated. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Namaste.